Okay, stop whatever you're doing, because James Cameron is back, and Pandora just got a whole lot hotter. The brand new trailer for Avatar Fire and Ash just dropped, and it's got everything. Fire-wielding Na'vi, emotional flashbacks, and a villain who literally says, "Your goddess has no dominion here." I mean, come on. If that doesn't raise your eyebrows, what will? After 3 long years since The Way of Water, Cameron is taking us to the volcanic edge of Pandora, introducing a whole new tribe, the fearsome Ash people, and pushing our beloved characters, Jake and Neytiri, to their limits. Let's break it all down. What's in the trailer, who's joining the cast, and what it all means for the next phase of this epic saga. The trailer opens with an ominous tone. Dark clouds, burning skies, and drums that feel like war is on the horizon. We see Jake Sully and Neytiri still mourning their son Neteyam, hinting that Fire and Ash won't just be about explosions and tribal warfare. It's going to hit emotionally too. Their grief is palpable, but it's also clear they're not backing down. They've aligned with the Metkayina, the water clan from The Way of Water, but now they're headed inland to face a whole new kind of danger. Fire. This change of environment is stunning, and it gives Cameron yet another chance to show off jaw-dropping visuals that blend sci-fi tech with deep emotional stakes. Enter the Ash People, the new antagonistic Na'vi tribe, led by a fierce new character named Varang, played by Oona Chaplin. These aren't your peace-loving, tree-hugging Metkayina. No, the Ash People are soot-covered, aggressive, and fully aligned with Colonel Quaritch's mission to take control of Pandora. In the trailer, we see their volcanic homeland and ritualistic war dances around fire pits. The Ash People seem more militarized, possibly colonized themselves, and Cameron has hinted they're more violent and power-hungry than anything we've seen before. Varang's chilling line, "Your goddess has no dominion here," may define the movie's central theme, a war not just of territory, but of ideology. One of the most exciting parts of the trailer is the battle sequences. Fire literally rains from the sky. Varang is seen wielding flames in a way that suggests she may have some unique control over fire. Whether it's biological, spiritual, or technological is still unclear. Jake and Neytiri are in full battle mode, with scenes of underwater combat, forest ambushes, and volcanic eruptions. It looks like this time, it's not just humans versus Na'vi, it's Na'vi versus humans. The stakes are rising, and Pandora is now a 3-front battlefield. There's no clear good versus evil anymore. It's about survival, revenge, and power. We also got our first official look at the expanded cast. Michelle Yeoh and David Thewlis are joining the franchise, though their roles haven't been fully revealed yet. Returning fan favorites like Sigourney Weaver, Stephen Lang, Kate Winslet, and Cliff Curtis are all back, continuing the rich tapestry of interconnected characters. Jack Champion and Britton Dalton return as Jake's children, and we can expect their storylines to take center stage, especially as they deal with Neteyam's loss. One thing's for sure, the cast is stacked, and Cameron is pulling no punches when it comes to character development. Let's talk timeline. Avatar Fire and Ash was filmed back-to-back with The Way of Water, which explains why there's only a 3-year gap this time, instead of the 13-year wait between the first 2 films. The film is officially set to release on December 19th, 2025, with the 4th and 5th installments planned for 2029 and 2031. Cameron has mentioned that The Way of Water and Fire and Ash were originally written as one story before expanding into 2 full films. That means Fire and Ash is the direct emotional and narrative continuation of where we left off, and possibly the most pivotal installment yet. Thematically, Fire and Ash seems darker, grittier, and more complex. With Jake and Neytiri forced to reconcile their grief with the need to protect their people, and the Ash people offering a brutal mirror of what the Na'vi could become. Cameron is clearly exploring themes of extremism, revenge, and what happens when belief systems collide. It's also a story about identity. What does it mean to be Na'vi? How far should you go to defend your land? And how do you lead when your own people are fractured and hurting? Visually, this film is next level. The volcanic side of Pandora is unlike anything we've seen in the series so far. Instead of lush forests or vibrant oceans, we're getting rivers of lava, smoldering rock cliffs, and bioluminescent ash clouds. Cameron promises a lot more Pandora that you've never seen before, and it looks like he's delivering on that. The motion capture technology and underwater filming techniques that dazzled us in The Way of Water are now being pushed to new extremes, this time with smoke, fire, and magma. It's both terrifying and breathtaking. What does all this mean for the future of the Avatar franchise? If Fire and Ash is as emotionally driven and visually spectacular as it looks, it could be the turning point for the saga. Cameron has said he wants each film to stand on its own, but also build towards something massive. The introduction of the Ash people and their alliance with Quaritch suggests a much bigger war is coming, one that may stretch across tribes, species, and ideologies. We're talking full-on planetary conflict, and Fire and Ash is just the ignition spark. So, mark your calendars. December 19th, 2025 is going to be epic. Avatar Fire and Ash isn't just another sequel. It's the emotional, volcanic explosion of everything James Cameron has been building since 2009. With powerful new characters, stunning visuals, and real emotional depth, this film could be the boldest chapter yet. Whether you're a longtime fan or just catching the wave now, this trailer makes one thing clear. Pandora is about to burn, and we're all invited to the firestorm. Buckle up. Another major element to watch in Fire and Ash is the evolving dynamic between the Na'vi clans. With the Ash people introduced as a darker, more aggressive force, we may finally get to explore the political and spiritual diversity among Pandora's native tribes. In previous films, we mostly saw unity between clans when humans were the enemy. But what happens when the threat comes from within? Will the Metkayina and Oona be able to ally against the Ash people? Or will centuries of cultural differences lead to further divisions? Cameron is clearly using this film to explore internal conflicts, forcing the Na'vi to confront their own flaws while still defending their world. There's also growing curiosity about the role of Eywa, the spiritual goddess of the Na'vi. In the trailer, Varang mocks her, saying, "Your goddess has no dominion here." That line could signal a massive shift in the belief systems of Pandora's people. Is Eywa losing influence? Or does Varang represent a rogue ideology that breaks from tradition entirely? This could open up a philosophical layer to this. Lastly, let's talk expectations. The Avatar franchise has always been a technological marvel, but Fire and Ash could finally deliver the emotional and narrative depth that turns this saga into something timeless. With Cameron confirming that each film will evolve in tone and theme, we're clearly entering a darker, more mature chapter. Whether it's Jake and Neytiri's grief, the rise of Varang, or the burning landscapes of Pandora, Fire and Ash promises to be a cinematic event packed with meaning, action, and heart. So whether you're watching for the story, the visuals, or just to see Pandora burn, this film is shaping up to be one wild, fiery ride.